Good morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name is Ross, and as always told, I had a voice of radio, and today we have got a very exciting new Buzzwole card to talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a new Buzzwole coming out in the Sun and Moon 5 Plus expansion in Japan. It's probably going to be part of our Sun and Moon 6 set, which will be our May set. No guarantees, but that's what's looking most likely at the moment. And we need to have a look at this Buzzwole, because I kind of think that this could be incredibly good. It was revealed this morning, it was translated by the lovely Autobot Tesla, and right off the bat there's a lot of things to like about it. Being a basic fighting Ultra Beast means we have access to Brooklet Hill, search it out and put it straight on the bench, or the newly revealed Ultra Space Stadium that I did a video about yesterday, where you could search out an Ultra Beast, including this one, and put it straight into your hand. Being a fighting Pokemon means we've got lots of ways of getting a bit of extra damage on there, like Strong Energy and Regirock that we'll look at in a little bit, because these really do help you hit the numbers. And being an Ultra Beast means you do get access to Beast Energy, the rather spectacular Prism Star Energy. Once per game, it's only a one in your deck kind of thing, but it allows you to do an extra 30 damage while being any kind of energy, as long as it's attached to an Ultra Beast. And the previously mentioned Ultra Space Stadium as well. And let's not forget the rather good Ultra Recon Squad supporter, which works quite nicely if you're playing an Ultra Beast focused deck. And of course, being a basic Pokemon means you've got access to Max Elixir to accelerate a bit of extra energy, and Fighting Fury Belt, which will give you an extra 40 HP and allow your attacks to do an extra 10 damage. To put it simply, ladies and gentlemen, being basic, fighting, and Ultra Beast gives Buzzwole a huge amount of options to help him out right off the bat, which is, quite frankly, spectacular. Now, being a fighting type means you're hitting a spectacular weakness against Zoroark and Silvally, etc., which is brilliant. The weakness to Psychic is not terribly ideal, to be perfectly honest with you. I keep mentioning Naganadel and how good I think it's going to be, and of course, Garbodor could make a comeback at any moment. Little bit annoying. Retreat cost of 2 is the worst one in the game, but 130 HP is actually really good, because there's a whole bunch of Pokemon like Golisopod, like Silvally, like Zoroark, who do 120 essentially max, so having 130 HP is great. And as we move into the attacks, a quick reminder that for all of these videos, if you ever want to go straight to the attacks, use the timestamps in the description. But for something like Buzzwole here, we have to start by talking about all the extra tricks it has as a basic fighting Ultra Beast. That is one of the things that makes the card so good. But the main thing that makes this card so good is the first attack. 30 damage, but if your opponent has exactly 4 prizes left, you do 120, you add 90 damage. That is amazing. Now, like all of these non-GX Ultra Beasts, you do extra damage if your opponent or you has a specific amount of prizes remaining. Yes, it's incredibly pinicky, I don't particularly care. This essentially makes it a once per game attack, but it is an utterly spectacular single energy on a basic, gonna get a one-hit KO for 2 prizes on a GX kind of attack. And once per game, I'll absolutely take it. GX attacks are very often a once per game take a big KO. Well, that's basically what this is, but it's on a single prize basic Pokemon. I'm okay with it. And the thing is, this is, in terms of damage, the same as Lucario GX's first attack. 1 fighting energy, 120 if you meet the conditions. Which means that with no extra damage modification, you are easily getting a one-hit KO on a Zoroark GX that is the most widely played attacker in the game at the moment, or something like a Silvally GX. But it gets so much better, because we have plenty of options for damage modification. You can use Strong Energy, which allows you to do an extra 20 damage, now you're doing 140. If you're hitting an EX or a GX, and if you're not, 140 should be enough. But if you are, you can add a choice band and then you're doing 170. That in and of itself is great. That will get a one-hit KO on a Tapu Lele, and everybody plays Tapu Lele. So with just a strong energy and a choice band, you're getting a one-hit KO on a Lele. With no extra help, you're getting a one-hit KO on a Zoroark. They are incredibly widely played Pokemon, and you're doing this for a single energy on a basic Pokemon that can be searched out with either Brooklet Hill or Ultra Space, so you don't even need to use something like an Ultra Ball to search it out. This is over the top great as an attack. And yes, one more time, this is only when your opponent's got 4 prizes remaining. But that just means they've taken a GX KO. So make sure they either take 2 non-GX or 1 GX KO, and then come in and get an easy prize or 2 with this particular Buzzwole. It's great, and if your opponent takes these prizes before you do, you've even got access to Counter Catcher here, so you can just play a Counter Catcher, bring something like a Zoroark or a Tapu Lele off the bench into the active, and off you go. But here's the thing, you're not stuck at 170. You've got Regirock. Regirock adds 10 damage. Now, if you're playing a Buzzwole Mirror, I am kind of a fan of playing 2 Regirock. Now, the general rule is you play 1 Regirock. But if you play 2, then you're hitting 190, you're getting a KO on a Buzzwole GX. That is amazing. The other thing to remember here, of course, is that you've got Beast Energy, which means that you don't have to be playing Fighting Energy to play this Buzzwole, and it will do 150 before you do any extra damage modification. Although do remember that you won't be playing Strong Energy and Beast Energy for the single energy attack. The other thing I love this in is Naganadel. Naganadel has an attack for 1 colourless energy, which does 20 damage for each Ultra Beast in play. Let's assume that you've got all Ultra Beasts in play, but you're unlikely to be playing any fighting energy. Well, you can still play this Buzzwole in Naganadel because of Beast Energy. Now it's a bit more awkward. You'll have to get your Buzzwole out at the same time as your once per game Beast Energy, but if you do, you're doing just a straight 150, 180 with a Choice Band. Beast Energy Choice Band KO Zoroark and Tapu Lele. Naganadel will want this as a one-off to get a cheeky KO as soon as your opponent goes down to 4 prizes remaining. It is a basic Pokemon. It attacks for 1 energy. It gets crucial KOs on very widely played 2-prize Pokemon as a 1-prize Pokemon. It's once per game. It's when your opponent has 4 prizes remaining. But it is such a good attack that hits the numbers so beautifully. I am absolutely okay with this. Now the second attack is quite frankly not as exciting. 80 damage, flip 2 coins, 20 more for each heads. Now it is for a fighting colourless, which means you don't get to use double colourless energy. But the good news is here that if you just add a Choice Band, you go up to 110, there's the KO on Zoroark. The thing is, you're unlikely to be getting a KO on anything other than Zoroark here if you don't hit the heads. Now, if you hit a double heads, it's a different story altogether. You're now doing 120, and the maths is the same as before. 1 strong energy and a Choice Band, you take down a Tapu Lele. The thing is quite simple, though. This is an awkward energy cost. It's the same energy cost as Buzzwole GX has, you pay it with Max Elixir. But this has 130 HP. Really, if you're putting free fighting energy onto a Buzzwole, you want it onto the GX. I'm not saying this attack can't be used. I'm not saying this attack is total garbage. I'm just saying that it's not as good as putting all the energy on a Buzzwole GX, because Buzzwole GX does a lot more damage and has a lot more HP, so it's going to be staying around an awful lot longer. This is a useful attack, but honestly, I don't like putting 3 separate energy attachments onto 130 HP Pokemon. But the second attack isn't where we're going here. I know how specific this attack is. Yeah, you've got to have 4 prizes remaining. But here's my theory about this Buzzwole. If I'm playing a Buzzwole GX deck, I am definitely, without question, playing one of these so I can search it with Brooklet Hill, and if my opponent's down to 4 prizes, I've got an amazing basic single prize attacker for 1 energy. Then, if I'm playing a Naganadel deck, I'm playing Ultra Space to search it out, and I am definitely playing one of these to give me a great single prize, single energy attacker, probably using Beast Energy. To put it bluntly, any deck that can accommodate this, i.e. that is playing, either fighting energy or beast energy or maybe even rainbow energy, is going to play a copy of this because it's a basic single energy attacker that can take down a Zoroark. That's amazing. I'm giving this 4 Wassies. This is not a tech where you put it in your binder and you might play it here and there. This is a Pokemon that will see play as a one-of in any deck that can. Because as long as Zoroark's good, and spoiler alert, that's going to be a while, people are going to want to play a tech against it, and this is a super easy, once per game, guaranteed one-hit KO on a Zoroark. Why would you not play this? The answer is, you wouldn't not play it, you just would play it. But as with all of these cards, ladies and gentlemen, I want to hear from you guys. Let me know in the comment section. Is it a one-off tech so easily as I think it is? Go nuts! Be nice. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWassie, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCGRadio. Please check out my video game channel, Wassie Plays. I'm trying to grow it. I'm trying to become more of a YouTube-y kind of person. You can subscribe and really help me out. And speaking of helping me out, if you want to support the channel and get some bonus podcasts, take yourself over to patreon.com/PTCGRadio where you can do just that. But by far the most important thing, as always, is to look after yourselves until next time. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.